Look at the future being Fonseca. U.S. Open boys title a couple years ago. Had that massive win against Andre Rublev at the Aussie Open earlier this year. Won the Next Gen Finals last year. Won his first title in Buenos Aires. Becoming the youngest South American to win a title in the ATP Tour era. Now, you never know how things are going to work out. But if he can stay healthy, what makes you believe that Joao Fonseca can get to #1 in the world and win multiple major titles?
I mean, I would say everything. I've already said in previous times that he is almost there. We talk about him in that same conversation of potentially being with the greats of Roger Federer, with Rafa Nadal, with Novak Djokovic. And for as young as he is to already be in the same conversation, I think is impressive because we see his game. That forehand is unbelievable. Yep. And the way he's gone through draws, I think, is what makes it more impressive. He fights back, he claws back, and I think that's the intangible that we always look for to be that next step of getting through and being that Grand Slam champion.
This next 6 months is going to show us a lot about Joao Fonseca. He's established himself at 18 years old as doing similar things to Sinner and Alcaraz at that time. So this next 6 months is where he could make that jump to put himself into that conversation again. This was a massive, massive step up for him. He has been having great wins all over the place, but here, this is a 500 level event. He had to play 4 Argentinians there, and he had the crowd over there cheering for him. Like he was the home player. Had some massive, tough 3-setters. I mean, you talk Cerundolo, Gera, Navone, Correa, Echeverry. These are guys who are unbelievable on this surface. He held it together coming through those 3-setters, and he was so cool and calm in the final against Cerundolo. I mean, that's not an easy guy to play who has so much experience. That showed a lot. Now, the next step. Is it a final at a 1,000 level event? This clay court swing leading up to Roland Garros. Does he make himself a threat over there? Lots to be said, but man, this thing is trending like this.
We talked about the forehand. Coco mentioned that. I mean, world-class, Prakash. Who else does he remind you of, perhaps? Somebody in the past that he's showing you that he could be like?
I think he's got combinations of a few people. I think when he really laces up that forehand, you know, you think of Del Potro a little bit because he can really flatten it out. But I think he's got a lot of weight on it, too. He's got a lot of variety on that thing. I want to see how he develops. He's so strong from the baseline. Can he get a little bit more comfortable at the net? Can he continue to make that drop shot a bit of a weapon? In today's game, Kei Nishikori was talking about it yesterday at our desk. There's just so much power. Everyone hits the ball so well from the baseline. How can you separate yourself? Sinner, I am just a machine. I'm never going to miss. Carlos, I got all the variety in the world. You don't know what you're going to get. So again, with Fonseca, all these massive weapons, how can he continue to separate himself?
Well,